Hi guys, Richard Tice, the current head of the Reform Party, was speaking to the concrete farmer Mike Graham on an issue he clearly doesn't understand: immigration, which has been the centrepiece of his own organisation. In typical right-wing rhetoric designed to whip up hatred towards asylum seekers and migrants, Tice talks here about strivers versus lazy people on benefits. Then he raises the issue of NHS striking nurses for some reason. Have a listen to this.
Because people look at the migrants coming over and they go, well, look what they get. They come here illegally, they get put up in a hotel, they get given food, they get given money, they eventually probably get to stay here. Eventually, they probably get given some kind of property to live in, and then they say, oh, it's because I've got family here already who might have come illegally, and the system is so bad that they end up staying. And people go, well, what do I get?
And the truth is, we are a great, kind and compassionate nation, but also we believe in fairness, and we believe that actually work should pay. And it's not fair for those of us who are in work, who are striving, struggling. Many people on low pay are doing 2 or 3 jobs through the week to make ends meet, and then suddenly realise, well, hang on, and these people are coming here for free, illegally, and getting all these benefits. And it's just, it's wrong, it's unfair, and I think quite rightly the British people are saying enough's enough. And what I'm saying is, here's a specific, clear solution that will get this country back on track. By the way, it would help resolve most of the strikes that are on at the moment. Because, for example, our plan, for your average nurse, our plan would mean an instant 6% increase in their take-home pay. So that's a long way towards what they're asking for.
Okay, so what they're trying to do here is trying to drive a wedge between people who are struggling at the moment because of a cost of living crisis and refugees, asylum seekers coming to Britain to find a better life. And this is Talk TV is run by the same people who run the Sun newspaper. So this is almost a TV version of the Sun. The same rhetoric, the same bile, the same horrible attempts to convince people who are struggling that you have a new enemy. The enemy is the people coming across the sea in a rubber boat. Never look up. Never look at who's telling you to be angry. Just be angry. And this idea that, yes, you're going to fix the strikes by giving nurses, he said here, a 6% pay increase. Well, if inflation is running at 10% and you're going to give them 6%, then they're going to be worse off. But this is all irrelevant because the Reform Party are not going to win power. It's very easy for them to stand on the sidelines and say, we're going to do X, we're going to do Y. The Tories have failed, you should vote for us. If we were in power, we would do so many wonderful things. They're not going to get into power. Okay. The Reform Party is not designed to run the country. It's designed, or its reason to exist is to push the Tories further to the right on issues of like immigration, on tax policy, things like this. It's the Sun newspaper, basically. The political wing of the Sun newspaper, it seems to be at this stage. And they don't care about ordinary people. They don't care about people who are struggling at the moment because of the cost of living crisis. It's all an attempt to convince those who are struggling that your enemy is the people coming across the sea in boats. And just to raise the point here, they're talking about why, there are people who are working 2 or 3 jobs and they see these immigrants being put up in hotels. Asylum seekers cannot work. They're not allowed to work. Now, is that their fault? It was Theresa May who brought in the rule that stopped asylum seekers from working. It was the Tories who decided, look, we can't have all these immigrants coming here and working because it's going to convince many people that they're being put out of a job because of these immigrants. So we're going to disallow asylum seekers who become refugees eventually from working. If they could work, which they want to do, they wouldn't be a quote-unquote burden on the state. They wouldn't be quote-unquote creating these problems for society. People who arrive in the UK and claim asylum want to rebuild their lives in the UK, for the most part. They want to contribute. They want to work. They want to pay taxes. They want to perhaps start a business. They want to employ staff. These are the things they want to do, the vast majority of them. Nobody wants to be on benefits. It's a struggle. They would much prefer to be working, but they can't work. And of course, these two people know that, but they're trying to they're attempting to convince the public that that's not the case, because they need the public angry. Not angry with Rupert Murdoch or the owners of Talk TV. They need to be angry with people with less than them. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.